Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I'm reporting to you guys live and direct from Round Rock, Texas. It's quite different than where I'm from, you know. It's very quiet, it's very tranquil. You know, I wouldn't mind getting a house out here in Round Rock, Texas. It's kind of nice, you know. Shout out to Round Rock, Texas. But I wanted to talk about, what I wanted to speak about was a very hot topic in boxing. I know everybody in the mother has spoken on this topic already, so I am a bit late because I've been very busy with other things in life recently. But we're catching up. We're giving you guys that world-class, untouchable boxing content. And that we're going to talk about in this video is, you know, Terence Crawford. He's come out the box in 2022. He's not playing in 2022. He hit Bob Arum with that lawsuit. He said Bob Arum is suing him for breach of contract and being racially biased. That's what he's saying. You know, apparently he breached his contract. From what I was reading, apparently there was a breach of contract because when Crawford signed his last contract at Top Rank, it was promised to him that he would get an Earl Spence fight, and obviously that hasn't happened. And I guess in the contract, from what I read, they were saying that, you know, there wasn't enough of an attempt to make the Earl Spence fight from the Top Rank side of things, according to him in the lawsuit. So he's suing for breach of contract because they didn't hold up their end of the bargain. That's number one. And he's also suing them for racial bias. Now, people are making a big deal about the racial bias part, and I knew that they would, because race in boxing is always a big thing. It's always a hot button topic. But you know, look, I'm not really on either side, to be honest. Obviously I'm a big Crawford fan, and Bob Arum is whatever to me. But you know, I don't know, like I'm no legal expert. I'm not a lawyer, so anybody with legal experience who's a lawyer and knows stuff about laws and how to prove shit in court, feel free to chime in and help me out and help me understand this. Like, what basis does Crawford actually have? Because I don't know how you go to court. All right, I'm not really sure how you go to court and you prove that a guy who's promoted like Muhammad Ali and like Floyd Mayweather and all these different Puerto Ricans and blacks and all different kinds of races, I don't know how you prove that that person is racially biased. Because the reality is, even if over the last couple of years he's been very much on the Lomachenko hype train, the reality is he has a long rap sheet of promoting black fighters, straight up. I do know there was that interview that happened on Barbershop Conversations about a year or two ago, maybe a little bit longer, where Todd DeBuff, the president of Top Rank, was talking about the NBF list, the no black fighters list, where basically they'll have fighters of different ethnicities, and when they don't want them to lose, they just match them against anybody who's not black. Like, he was talking about this on Barbershop Conversations. So maybe if they're going to use that in court, they could use that. But I'm just saying, like, it's a hard thing it's a really, really difficult thing to substantiate in court. And I really hope, for Crawford's sake, that he has some information we don't have, because if he loses this, I think it could bode very bad for him, because it's already a known fact. PBC, right? PBC, they're not really too keen on Crawford because they don't want Crawford to beat their darling Earl Spence Jr., right? We know Tim Smith, and I'll make a separate video about this, but Tim Smith said that the economics aren't in place to make Crawford versus Spence, and that nobody's going to buy the fight because they're all going to steal it, and they don't want to make a disrespectful offer to Crawford. You know, all that bullshit he was talking about in a recent interview. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, he's going to burn that bridge at Top Rank. He already's not too far he's not really in this loop with the PBC. And then, you know, Eddie Hearn, I don't think Eddie Hearn would pay for Terence Crawford, because Eddie Hearn, I know for a fact, through talking to Eddie Hearn, that Matchroom Boxing don't got it like that. They don't got money like that. So my thing is this: if this, let's just say if this blows up in Terence Crawford's face, what exactly is the next step for him? Like, who does he sign with? Is he gonna sign with Golden Boy? He can't sign with Golden Boy, because Golden Boy They got Rashidi Ellis, one of the most talented welterweights in the world, and they don't give a fuck about Rashidi Ellis. You know, one of the most talented, one of the most exciting, one of the most explosive welterweights in the world, and they do not give a shit about Rashidi Ellis. They could care less about what's going on with Rashidi Ellis, you know, because, hey, I hate to say it, but, like, the Golden Boy, you know, Rashidi Ellis ain't Mexican, so then he's not really high on the priority list, to be honest, and it's sad, but it's the truth. Like, I can't, I'm not trying to play the race card, but, like, it's the truth. How do you reconcile Alexis Rocha, who Rashidi Ellis beat, getting multiple fights, or at least a fight? I'm not sure if it's one or two, but he's fought since he lost to Rashidi Ellis. How do you reconcile him fighting, but not Rashidi Ellis, who's one of the most talented welterweights out there? So he's on the shelf pretty much. And I think they're going to use him as a pawn for Virgil Ortiz, but that's another discussion for another video. But getting back to Crawford, I was saying all that to say that, look how they've already treated Rashidi Ellis. What makes you think that Golden Boy would treat Crawford good if they were to sign him? You know what I'm saying? So I just really don't like the optics of what this could do for Crawford's career if he don't win the case. And look, even if he wins the case, let's say he wins the case and they give him the $10 million, because that's what he's suing for. I think $10 million. Of that $10 million, I think about $900,000 was from like training expenses or something like that. So, you know, like, if he gets the $10 million, is he gonna retire from boxing? No, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna go on, what's gonna happen with Crawford. But I really just think this has the potential to be very bad for his career. And I would hate to see that, because anybody who knows me knows I love Terence Crawford. I think Terence Crawford is one of the best fighters I've seen my entire life. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I think Terence Crawford is one of the best boxers I've ever seen in my lifetime. I can't talk about the guys from the 80s or the 70s or the 60s, the 50s or the 40s or yesteryear, because, like, them guys, I wasn't around to see them. I didn't have the privilege to watch them and their careers unfold as it happened. But when it comes to Terence Crawford, I've been blessed to see Terence Crawford's career unfold. And I've seen the consistency he's shown through the years, and the versatility and the ability to break fighters down. And he's just special, man. And I would hate to see his career be stopped or thwarted by this lawsuit thing, you know? So we'll see what happens. But I just want to get my little 2 cents out there on Terence Crawford, Bob Arum, and that whole situation. And I'll be talking about it more as it develops here on True School Sports. And yeah, man, I know it's been a long time since I've been really active making these videos. It's been like a week or two, maybe 2 weeks since I was really putting out the content at the volume you guys are used to. So do me a favor, guys, in the comment section. If there's anything that I have not talked about in boxing, or something you want to see me talk about in boxing, drop it in the comments down below so I can catch up and give you guys world-class content, because there's a lot of things I know I missed out on. So yeah, drop that down below. Help me help you. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dang. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God bless.